No! He. Definitely don't call him he/she.
Well, it wasn't on.
What?
It wasn't even on.
Oh, come on.
Are you kidding me?
No, I just turned it on.
Well, who
These are just
I think there is
logos
like
I
a-
was
it's
working
the-
on.
What's that thing called?
You gotta help me. I gotta do
What's
this
your
right now. This is my,
favourite?
My favorite?
this is
Yeah.
my masterpiece. I'm retiring after
Well,
this.
these are mainly just the
There's
studies.
There's an app
so
called Photo Collage.
Yeah.
That
they're
does-
not
that does
final
like that, like
Yeah.
versions. They'll
Get
be,
Oh,
it
it'll
to Snuffy.
gives you anything.
Sort it out.
So
How do you...
download Photo
So cool.
Collage app.
and
Alright.
Do you know them?
Is that shit free?
Oh, you know them?
Am I sorry? No, no. I thought you said, do you know them?
Oh.
And then you do.
that's
know
probably
me.
one of my
That
favorite.
one.
The one I.
Yeah, it's lovely.
I'm still
You
working
grab
on
my
it.
dinner.
Oh,
Oh, that's your
sorry,
dinner.
don't touch
We were wondering whose that
Do you not want
was.
to take a picture of the dinner?
It's already been
We already did.
photographed.
It's
What
been
about
photographed.
me eating the dinner?
It's been documented extensively.
Yeah, it's lovely. Can I?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool.
Did you find
Okay.
Photo Collage?
I heard that you like smashing your kit after your set. Is that true?
No.
And I was trying to reconcile that with all the beauty
Never
in your
happened.
music.
No, that's a lie.
Nah.
Told that.
You don't think that smashing things can be beautiful?
Well, this is what I wanted to find out.
You will be disappointed tonight because I don't think we're going to smash anything. We haven't done that in a while.
But you've got this like reputation for
I
it.
know, we're trying to live it down.
It gets expensive.
I was thinking that as well. Oh.
Yeah, we haven't broken anything in a while.
Well, we've been coming over here and using hired gear mostly, so they tend to double charge you if you break the hired gear.
Yes.
When you are known for fucking things up, you try to live it down. That's why George W. Bush never talks about being president.
So I wanted to know, right, it's relevant though, because you obviously have smashed stuff, I don't know, in the past, yeah?
Many, many times.
Okay. Well, it's quite fun
Jason.
to do.
Yeah.
But I wanted to know,
There's always a purpose, though.
There's a purpose.
There's a purpose.
can you remember any of them?
We were talking about one this morning a couple years ago. We were in Columbus, Ohio. That is in between Los Angeles and New York.
Yeah.
And I jumped headfirst into the drum set and tackled Jason, and Jamie and I were talking about how much of a bad idea that was and how I could have impaled myself.
It was a very small stage. It was kind of like tonight. It was one of the smaller places we played.
Yeah.
And Autry to say it was a really great show, and he decided the perfect cherry on top of that Sunday that night would be to smash the drum kit. But when he did it, he kind of leapt. He's a tall guy, so he kind of came from above, which he may have impaled himself had he not come in at just the right angle. So
Actually,
you gotta watch yourself next time.
Tequila decided to do it, and I just agreed
Right.
with it.
Yeah.
Generally, the gear comes from smashing thing comes from the idea of being too drunk to play an encore, so you just smash the gear, then you're done.
Then actually earlier
It is a good way to
today-
end a set, actually.
It is a great
Yeah,
way.
it's a great way
Because
to
sometimes people
say, "We're
get
done."
wanting us to keep playing and just to toss it all over. That's like the definitive.
But sometimes it's just a
over.
necessary evil. I mean, it is part of the band. It's part of the show. It's just what the band does.
And it's not just instruments. There's been sandwiches. There's
Sandwiches,
smash,
well,
there's
bags of chips.
bags of chips.
Meat chips.
cappuccino
Kids in the front
cups.
row. We'll smash them too.
Our new guitar tech is a luthier. He's really good at working and fixing, repairing, building guitars. And he's just like, "Oh, your truss rod's messed up." I just noticed you're getting a little bit of buzz. And I was just looking back to a few months ago how I was like throwing the bass like across the stage and like playing like whack-a-mole with it. And then I was like, I couldn't imagine why the bass is fucked up. But I could actually remember almost everything because it doesn't happen that much.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Really, he is an excellent luthier, isn't he? He's gonna,
Yeah.
I think he's going to whittle us a
Yeah.
guitar player.
I was like,
possibly.
could you
Hey, Geppetto, can you make us another member?
You did it a couple times on the last tour. Pushed over the drums.
I did.
Yeah.
Can you remember why?
The you don't really think about it. It just kind of feels right at the time.
Yeah.
So there's no logical reason. There's nothing that you can really go, oh, okay, well, this is a good thing to do. You just do it because it feels like
Feels right.
Yeah, it feels
That's
right. It
so
just feels
nice.
good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes building things that probably makes you feel good. You
Yeah.
know, you're like completed a project, and then destroying things also has a certain amount.
Well, it's very satisfying, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It's also like the other part of the creative urge, you know, there's creation and destruction. They kind of go hand in hand. So I think that it's just kind of like...
I think for us, like, we were getting to a point where we were starting to do it a lot, and it became redundant and sort of like, well, this is expected and cliche, and why don't, you know, we should only do something like this and if we truly feel
We mean
spirit,
it.
you know?
Yeah.
Mean it, yeah.
You've been in and out of different countries in a meaningful way.
Cleveland, Cincinnati, Columbus, Akron, you know,
Cambodia.
everywhere.
Many are.
Cambodia, didn't I read?
Oh yeah, Cambodia.
Yeah. What would be
Right.
the most beautiful thing that you personally have experienced?
Oh my God.
This is
It's a heavy question.
That's a very-
It's not.
it's like,
I think that life
I mean-
is about continuously searching for more.
for me, it's like,
things, right?
I could put it simply, it's the birth of my son. That was probably one of the most beautiful things, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess birth is always kind of, if you're linked to that, then that becomes probably one of the more important things in your life.
Yeah.
Through travel, like experiences.
Anything.
Yeah.
Right. So you're drawing, yeah, and it's lovely, and that's coming from the same place that your music comes from.
A similar place, yeah.
Okay. So what things do you find beautiful?
I mean, you know, certain movies are beautiful, or, you know, people are beautiful. There's landscapes, you know, the rock formations, architecture. You know, I love, like, you know, like last tour, one of the, I liked, we were trying to get the bus up the King's Way in Edinburgh. That was pretty cool, right? Like, we're like going up that area, and that part of Edinburgh is just awesome.
Which bit up to the castle?
Yeah, because the place we were playing was on the hill to the
Yeah.
castle. Yeah, just stuff like that. I love that architecture, so I'm always inspired by that.
That's a pretty interesting answer because the architecture of that particular part of Edinburgh is very big,
Mm.
like your music. Your music is big.
Yeah.
That's why I'm interested. What about the rest of you?
I mean, I
Beautiful
think,
things.
like, for us, we've always been impressed by, you know, like, just maybe bigger things, bigger concepts, bigger ideas, just, we do,
We like
Grab-
monuments.
yeah, we like statements, you know,
Long stories.
yeah, epic journeys, you know, there's something that kind of we, as a band, gravitate towards.
We're
More-
still working on our videos.
Yes. Yeah, videos.
Videos have posed a problem for us in the past.
Why have they?
Because they're limited in their vision by their budgets and stuff. And so now I think we're trying to compensate for the fact that our videos in the past have not always lived up to the grandiosity of our vision. Henry Weston's medium dry. And so it's kind of like trying to get to the point where we can actually put our vision to a video. We've never done that successfully. Yet.
Never.
No, well,
Once?
we're getting close.
When
I like the new one where we shows our travels and stuff. That's kind of cool. What was the one that we did before then?
The cocaine politician,
That was funny.
funny. We did
That's
like
important.
the first time we done more of a comical video was like a couple months ago, and was like kind of a satire, political satire.
I mean, one of our most ambitious videos came out absolutely awful.
Which one was that?
Rest will follow.
Oh, Rest Will Follow. Yeah, that was a little.
Did that ever come out?
Yeah, it did. It's a very big looking video, but it's like kind of like it's kind of like one of those videos you're like, wow,
Absurd.
What? What does this all mean?
Yeah.
He like pushes a bomb with your hand.
What do you do? Sounds
There's
funny.
this huge nuke.
Yeah, it's funny, not in the right way.
Was it fun making it? Do you have
Oh,
fun?
it was fun making
It was fun making it.
Yeah. Definitely. But,
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
oh boy. You should check it out.
Yeah, there's Vikings in it, right?
Vikings, there's airships.
There's kind of like angelic.
There's lip syncing.
Yeah, there's angelic
Miming involved.
children in it that are like,
Oh man.
wow.
It sounds like you care quite a bit about them.
The videos?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we do. That's why we've been trying to make better ones
Yeah.
as of recently. And being more involved with the creative process of them.
And then there was that one that we weren't even in. We refused
Yeah.
to be in because it was like we didn't even like the treatment, but then it came out so bizarre for
Yeah.
Naked Sun, and there was like people shooting yarn through their fingers.
Yeah, it was like kind of a mixture between it was like these border guards, border cops trying to stop these kids from, I don't know. It was really weird video.
Whoa. Sorry. This is really weird tasting. Medium dry oak aged cider.
Good or bad?
It's strong.
Yeah, it's
It
strong.
almost tastes like
It's
tobacco.
Is it
6.5.
English one? It looks English.
6.5%.
Oh, I don't
Frozen.
know. I don't really drink it.
It's not like a scrumpy, is it?
It might be.
Is it?
It
Yeah.
might, could be. 'Cause it's
Instaframe
kind
is
of,
what you told me?
it's got that kind of
What up?
picture on
Instaframe?
it.
Yeah.
I was using photo
Yeah.
collage.
I had a
Okay.
scrumpy once at that at the oldest one of they call it the oldest pub in the UK. It's
Where
in
is that?
Nottingham,
Really?
underneath the Nottingham Castle.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Was it?
Yeah, they only served it in half pints because like, I guess they
It's so good.
yeah because it's so strong. They only give you half pint. You can only buy it in half pint.
I'll be back in 1 second.
Do you guys have
Which one- where are you going?
snake
I gotta go.
bites?
Oh, snake bites.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
like
like
go
those.
see a man
You
about a
have
horse.
them in America.
I gotta go.
I know what they are.
Yeah.
Well, my mom used to drink those.
Who's
Yeah.
that?
I think she still does.
Her,
What are we doing with our music?
Yeah. Because your music is so well established. Right?
filling
It's
a
not-
void, perhaps?
It's not a music that's. It's,
Attempting to fill a void?
no, it's found itself, hasn't it? The music.
Well, we're trying to make music that we want to listen to. And, you know, for me, the challenge is like, I'm always looking for music that I want to listen to. And if I can't, you know, it's hard to find sometimes, so I just have to write it myself, you know. Like, it's not always it's easy to find. I don't find it on the radio very often, and I don't find it, you know, it's kind of like you said, filling a void.
Mm-hmm.
There's a void there of like what I want to hear, and so I have to write that. You know? Simple as
So
that.
do you listen to your own music after you've written it?
Yeah, yeah. I think I do that even more now than ever. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I was listening to our album today. I was listening to the new album. Yeah, that was cool.
I was wondering if it was a void that was filled by different things. So if you had basically written it, then that would like fill the void. If you are actually really being practical to write it, to listen to it.
I didn't used to be like that, but lately, yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. What's your favourite song that you've written?
Oh man,
Sorry.
I'm back.
Cool.
Hard to say one.
Which one have
So
you been
many.
listening to most recently, though?
On this album, I like Awestruck a lot. And I like this whole record. It's not so much songs as much as like
Trying to do it.
how an entire record will come together.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Yeah. So does that go back to the storytelling thing, do you think?
Yes,
Yeah.
because each record is kind of an entire narrative. You know, at least we make it like that.
I think for us, you know, I guess we strive to. We never really consciously said, "Oh, we're going to create a sound." We just knew what we liked about what other forms of music, other bands, whatever, what inspired us, books, movies, just whatever inspired us. We kind of strive to kind of be a part of that world, you know. And I don't think you can really just be like, well, we're trying to develop a sound. You just don't think on that level.
Too
You just
contrived.
it's just more of a unconscious thing, and so yeah. Well, we started in Texas, so that kind of makes sense. Everything's bigger in Texas. There's a Texas sentiment. There's a
Something
Texas
about the wideness of the landscapes in America that has inspired us. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's also something about being in that kind of western environment. You know, we recorded an album out in West Texas, and I think that it did get a lot from the land.
Yeah.
And also from what's going on out there. You know, there's a war being fought out there, and conflict is also informed our music.
Yeah,
idea of
like the
human
Mexican Texas border. There's the cartels.
You know about this?
I'm really sorry, I don't know. I'd like to know about it if it's informing the music.
When we were working on the album, it was like there were more people dying there than there were in Afghanistan and Iraq combined. It was
From what?
From drug wars.
in Juarez.
Yeah.
There are people, mass graves being discovered, and just atrocities occurring every day. People that worked on the studio knew people that were being kidnapped, were related to people that had been kidnapped while we were there. And yeah, it hadn't been receiving much exposure in the American press at all. But I think it gradually did, and now they're actually trying to, end the drug wars and stuff.
But you knew about it.
Yeah, well, we were there.
We were pretty much.
Can you hold on to the sound?
We were okay. I guess like where the studio was.
Of music.
Yeah, we don't have a door to shut.
No, that's probably close to your mouth, yeah.
So where we were at, we were 5 miles away from a town that was. I mean, basically, we hiked up this water tower, and you could hear like some gun fire. You could hear shots going off in this town, which is literally 5 miles away. But there was a huge border fence, that keeps kind of all of that away from the American side.
Okay.
And
Well, for a safety point of view, or is it a visual thing?
That's the American border.
It's
So
Amer-
it's just like practically.
it's a border fence. It was made by
20-foot ugly wall.
yeah, it's an ugly wall. It's basically to keep people from being crossing over and bringing drugs over, but also to keep illegal immigrants out. It's basically just to keep people from all walks of life from coming to America.
Yeah.
The secret way. So, but we were pretty close to this town, and the guy that ranch that we were on recording the album, he was just telling us like all this crazy stuff about this war that's happening, and that it's doesn't get a lot of coverage in the world,
I mean, I didn't
because it's
to be
Worth
honest.
knowing about.
but it's about drugs and the drug war, which is complicated and it involves America, and
Okay.
I'm sure there's a lot of corruption involved, that reaches everybody.
Americans are like some of the biggest clients for drugs.
Yeah.
And then they're also the ones
Yeah.
that want it to be illegal.
Right, yeah, Americans
And so they
consume
basically
probably-
created a war that's
Right.
caused lots of people to die.
Yeah. So that, but I mean, as far as like
God bless America.
big, the big vastness of Texas, you know, like, you know, just driving across like, when we were doing tours, you know, in a van or something. It took us like nearly like 10 hours to get out of Texas. You know, so
It's so big.
it's so big. So you
Size of France.
Yeah. So you're driving and there's a lot of, I guess it's flat. So
Yeah.
I mean, you just took that drive recently
Yeah, I drove
to California.
from California, well, from Texas to California.
Yeah.
And you were on the 10, right, for the most part?
10, you know, there's, you know, the drug wars is definitely something that is part of the American nightmare. In contrast to the American dream, it shows a lot of dark, you know, corruption on both sides of the law, and you start realizing that, you know, both sides of the law are very close together, and they kind of work together to exist and to sustain themselves, and a lot of innocent people get caught in the middle.